Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going back to Christmas Past for Mac, and I think it's about a year, maybe two ago. I'm not really for sure to be fair. So the palettes I'm talking about, I believe it came with this bigger palette and then these two little palettes, right? So the bigger palette is called Rocket to Fame and looks like this. And I think I got these from Macy's, I think. And then we got this palette here, which is called Star Sighting Compact Neutral. And then Star Sighting Compact Fuchsia. So these two look like little palette or little gifts, like when they're folded over. They're all sparkly and shiny. One's like a pink and one's like a gold champagne type of shade. Well, is it gold or is it champagne? I don't know. Not really for sure. I still have the little sticker on it. You can see I don't play with them often. So I just recently got into makeup. I mean, not that long ago anyway. Not back when Mac was like really at their height. By no means was I even into makeup. I will be honest. I just didn't have that as my outlet then. But let's get started and we'll talk as we go. The first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. And this palette is the neutral one, is the one we're using. So don't, I wasn't there through like all the fuss of Mac, you know what I mean? Like how big they were and, how everybody was collecting the shadows. Now I have several palettes from them. And I do like the mattes. I think the mattes are nice. I'll give that to it. But Makeup Geek's mattes are just as nice. I mean, I don't think anything is a dupe, but familiar, sure. You know? And it was, less of a cost by going to Makeup Geek. I think that there's brands out there now that are the same price as Mac for a palette, yet much, much better. Much, much easier to use, even for a beginner. So I don't understand to a certain degree on if I don't even know if they are, if their eyeshadows are still relevant and popular. You know what I mean? I think this eye look is pretty, but I'm not like, wow, I've been missing out. You know what I mean? So, and I will say that a couple of these shades, I like this one, not a couple, this particular shade. I mean, I'm having to build it, which is fine, especially as a beginner or if you're doing a look on someone. Like, I get that part. I'm not, I get how you want to take baby steps for sure, right? We're taking that same shade and running it along the lower lash line. So I understand like certain things, but their metallics are, to me, seem weak. And that's what's in the bigger palette. It's just matte and metallics. Now, these littler palettes, I would say they have like a foil in them because I'm going to tell you, I ain't never seen so much fallout. And y'all know I do my eyes last. And I let you know, hey, if I get fallout, it's on me, right? Because I didn't spray it or I didn't, put a primer down. I didn't do something, right? So I'm well aware of that. And it is on me because that's, the way I applied it. However, I was not expecting as much fallout as I got, to be fair, at the same time. Like, even though I should have known better, I did, but I mean, I'm not going to say it's as bad as Pat McGrath, some of her shades that fall out. But first off, I allow that to be okay because, like, those shades are phenomenal, right? These, I don't think are phenomenal enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, I don't recall. I just don't think I've been overwhelmed enough to even use these palettes. To be fair, I keep them, and like I said, I have a few. They're cute. They work. They look nice on my aging eyes, but so do a lot of palettes. You know what I mean? Now, I am wearing MAC's blush in it's a mineralized blush in gentle. I can get on board with the blush. I think that is a very pretty color. It lays nice. It was pigmented but yet buildable. Like it wasn't too much, but you could build it up to that, to the depth. So I do like it. Personally, where I like MAC is their lip liners, lipsticks, even some of their lip glosses I like. Their mascara, the extended play. But even as I'm saying all this, it's like I like Charlotte Tilbury lip liners and lipsticks. I like Natasha Nona. I like Lisa Eldridge. It's like, what are they really bringing to the table anymore? I mean, they're definitely bringing consistency in these products because they haven't changed them. As far as that goes, like, what if you like something, you're going to be able to, get it time and time again. But I'm curious on like eyeshadows because I don't like, I have two blushes by them. I don't have a bronzer, so I can't, say anything to that. And I don't think I have any highlighters. I have their foundation. I'm also wearing the foundation. The, what is this called? Hold on, let me grab it. I think it's the Studio Fix. Let's see. Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. This is in NW20. First off, I don't think it's my correct shade. Okay, so that's me. My problem. But I didn't find that it was like that revolutionary, the foundation. And I believe when I reviewed it not that long ago, because I haven't had it that long, I didn't think it was something spectacular either then. So I'm not really, I guess, other than like their lip liners, they are in my top five in as far as like favorite eyeliners. And I guess I can see them being, we're going to go into this darker shade now to start darkening up the outer corner. And I can definitely see them being popular in the day based on what was around at that time. Sort of like Urban Decay. Like at the time when they created those palettes, like that was phenomenal. But nowadays it's like, what's keeping them going? Especially that because like they haven't even changed their formula. And I don't think MAC has either. I could be wrong. Because I'll be honest, once I got, which I hate it, but once I found Makeup Geek, which they don't exist no more, obviously, like their shadows were so, so good that I had bought I bought the two palettes that she had color coded. I got those, and like, I never had to look back. So I enjoy those so much that I just didn't use the MAC or the Tarte or the Too Faced unless they came out with something new, of course. Like Too Faced, I get it. The cute packaging. That's how they get their customers to cute packaging. I understand that. And Tarte, now Tarte has updated their formula. Their palettes, as of lately, have been really, really good. Like, really, really good. Seriously. So, like, I get them. But Urban Decay, I don't get. And MAC, when it comes to their shadows, I don't get. But if they have reformulated, let me know because maybe I will buy a newer palette just to try it out, just to see which direction they went in. Are they good? Do they, compare to other brands? because their price point, I'm going to tell you, I mean, it's in there. It's definitely in there with like Too Faced. It's probably more than Too Faced. It's probably there with like Lancome, Estee Lauder, those brands. They're not Pat McGrath prices. They could be close to Natasha Denona prices as far as like the midi palettes. Not her big ones, but the midis. But I don't know. Like I said, they've not been on my radar for a long time. I'm going to take that dark brown I just used in the outer corner and run it along the lower lash line. And then the mascara, like that is one of my favorite mascaras to use for the bottom lashes. But I also like the Lancome Def and Seals. And as of late, I've really, really liked the Cali Ray. So again, it's like there's so much competition. And I know a lot of people get nostalgia from MAC, but like I don't have that. And I don't think anybody that's newer in the makeup community would have it either. I guess they are more accessible. Is that the word I'm trying to say? Like they are at Ulta, they are at like if you go to a Macy's or something. Or maybe even, I don't know, J.C. Penney's has it. Nordstrom probably has it. I don't know, I'm just curious. Alright, now we're going to go in with this shade that's just going to go everywhere. But hey, we got to do it, right? We ain't got a choice. It's this one right here. I got to paint my nails again. The color's finally ran its course. It's chipped and peeled, and well, it's chipped, really. Hasn't peeled. Alright, and I'm just going to pat it on the lid. Like, this is a very pretty color. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's gorgeous, okay? Like, I'm not taking away from that. But I don't think it's worth the mess. It's not that gorgeous, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not patting on a Pat McGrath shadow here, knowing. I didn't know I was going to get fallout with it, to be fair. Alright, I'm just going to touch over it with my finger so the warmth of my finger can sort of set it down a little bit to maybe stop as much of it falling. Let's hope. And then we're going to go into this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that on the inner corner, patting it on too. Not too much of it though. I use the Fake Awake liner for my waterline. See, I can feel it falling already. Okay, so I didn't get as much fallout this time because I was prepared for it. So, like I said, that's on me. It's just, is this shade so much prettier than any other shade that I have to where it's worth it? I don't know. That's my thing. I don't know. We're going to go back into that shade and sort of pat a little more. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like, don't get me wrong there. I do think this is a stunning shade. And like I said, the other ones don't. The metallic shades don't do this. This is a foiled shade, I would say. Alright. We're going to take that liner pen. There we go. Or brush, I'm sorry. We're going to take this brush, my favorite, and we're going to line the top lash line now. I mean, this is a pretty palette, and I'm not, again, not for sure on the price point. When I purchased it, like, I want to say it was at least $45, maybe 50, maybe more. But I don't really recall, and I don't know. After playing with so many shadows, it's like, and also after playing with them and knowing what you like, you kind of have to sit back and go, okay, what does this brand offer, you know? And shadow, I just don't think is its strong suit anymore as it once was. Well, their mattes might be though, like I said, to get single shadows and stuff, like maybe. And like their mattes are easy to work with, but man, I'm thinking Viseart. To be fair, like that's who's coming over my head now that Makeup Geek is going. Like I'm thinking Viseart, and I love their shadows. So like that's where, you know, if I had to be a makeup artist or something, which clearly I am not, okay, clearly, like that's who I would purchase from though, because their shadows are just so easy to use. I mean, it's definitely, now that they got the smaller palettes, it's cheaper to do that than it would be to do MAC, I would assume. I don't know. And there's build and blend and, you know, all that too. I'm going to use the It Cosmetic on the top lashes. Superhero. Now, granted, I'm not completely happy with my overall look, so that could play a part in this. And maybe that's why I'm not liking the eye look as much. Like, maybe the eye look is good, it's just the rest of my face is not. And I'm having a hard time seeing past that and seeing, like, the quality of the MAC shadows. But I don't know. I just feel like there's so much competition. So many beauty brands. That when once upon a time MAC was the brand everybody kind of started with, I'm not so sure they are anymore. Not to mention, like I said, I have several palettes by MAC, and they sit in my container over there or in a drawer where my Makeup Geek is sitting right here. And no, you can't get Makeup Geek anymore, but I am more prone to use that than I am to use MAC. But I guess if I ran out of a shadow, I couldn't get it from, you know, and I just needed to, I still think I'd go for Viseart. Wholeheartedly, I do. I would figure out the tone, get the closest I could to Viseart, and go with it from there. And I do like this mascara though. That's not changed. does make your bottom lashes look pretty. I don't know, you tell me. This is the final eye look. I just feel like I can get this look using anything else, but then, I don't know, there is something about that foiled shade. It is really pretty. I mean, the whole eye look is really pretty. It's just the question of, is it worth it? I don't know. Let me know your all's thoughts on MAC. I am curious. And did they reformulate? If you know, let me know, because I would like, to buy a new palette if so, because I would like to know what all the hype's about. I want to be a part of it, but I just don't see it. Like, I see the hype behind Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury even, Tom Ford. I see that hype. I may not agree with the price point or like being a part of the hype, but I see it. I can understand from people's perceptions of why they like it and why they don't like it. So I can see that. This I'm just not seeing. And again, these aren't their singles, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe their singles were better than what was in palettes too. And again, it's not bad. It's not. It's just not. Like, I feel like I can get out of Pat McGrath and basically create the same look, except have even more oomph. Or even pull out a Natasha Denona and create the same look and have a little more oomph. You know what I mean? Which I would expect from Pat McGrath with their price point. And Natasha Denona, though, is closer to MAC, depending on what it is, like the middies. I don't know. Let me know. The lip liner is MAC. It is Boldly Bare. And I paired it with this little sample here I have. I'm not for sure. Thing fell off of it. And then I topped it with just a little teeny bit, of Lawless Forget the Filler in Bitten. The blusher I went, the bronzer's ColourPop, just that bronzer. Highlighter is Revlon. It was just in there. The Skin Lights in 201 Daybreak Glimmer. That's the highlight I'm wearing today. So, I mean, overall it's not bad, but I think it's the foundation, to be fair. I just don't think I like the foundation. And it could be because it's not my color, too. But it also could be just because I don't think it's sitting right on my skin, either. But, anywho, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps in some way. Or at least you got entertained out of it. Or maybe it brought back, hey, I have a MAC palette that I haven't played with in so many years. But let me know how you feel about MAC. I'm curious. And I will see you in the next one. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.